Greetings. If you're watching this, then it probably means that you scrolled too far on your thing and you just gave up and chose this video. That was it. I don't know what to talk about. Anyway, start the video. Hello! Okay, that was weird. Anyway, hello! If you don't know who I am, my name's Dash Tuttle. I'm weird, I'm odd, I have poster of Stranger Things I just noticed. I put that myself. So, yeah, you read the title. This is a story about another middle school story. I know I make a lot of middle school stories, and I'm already a freshman, you haven't noticed. I'm gonna go to high school soon. So, I'm gonna talk about something different besides school. UIL. It's like school, but you get to choose what you actually want to do, and you're not forced to it by your parents. So what is UIL? Well, UIL, give me 1 second. Okay, let's see here. What is UIL? Got it. Oh, God. So anyway, UIL is University International. It's a Texas thing. Yeah, I know. Straight to the point. It's a Texas thing. Basically, it's supposed to bring us together. Nah, it's a whole competition kind of thing. Now, UIL is fully, it's kind of like, it looks like it's for smart people. It's not. If you have seen my grades, it's definitely not for smart people. Trust me, I flunked U.S. history. You know, I thought the one thing hard. But then again, who wants to learn about some dude who, convinced a U.S. convict to, let everyone live in peace? Literally, somebody. I don't know. But UIL's fun. Now, I did only, a couple of things. But I only did it because, I'm a teacher. My mom forced me to do it all. So the one thing I really did was when I play. And if you don't know what that is, that's for a different video. What I meant was I do solo duet. Which means that I act. Yes, that's sad. So basically, I stand in a room with a guy who judges me on the way I talk and move my body. Now, if you don't know, I'm actually dyslexic. Which, I'll make a different video about that. So being dyslexic, quick brief thing, it means I have a speech impairment problem. I cannot think that good. And I tendency to forget. And I also can't write that good. And I have a spelling error. Luckily, you never know that because one, I use spell check on the computer and on my phone. So you never know. But yeah. So, it's very fun. Of course, it is very boring sometimes, you have to wait in an auditorium for at least forever. Usually in the gym. These UIL things. So how does it work? Easy. I'll tell you how you can do UIL. If you live in Texas, if you live in Oklahoma, wait, shoot, I messed up that part. If you live anywhere out of Texas, like Arizona or Ohio or, Alaska, you cannot do this. You live somewhere in Texas, then you probably can. All you gotta do is just sign up, and you have to go to the thing every day. Now, I did 2 things. I've been saying that for a long time. I did that and calculus. That's right. These little fingers. These fingers, actually. I use these fingers. Majority of this one. Majority of this one. Whatever one. Anyway, I did calculus, which means I did math on computers. On calculator. Which isn't that hard. Just type, right, and then bam. Now, if you haven't been paying attention to this video, I have said I'm a bad writer. So, that means that I probably wrote my 1 like a 5. I did. That was a sad day. My teacher was sad. Anyway. But yeah. So how does it work? Well, you do that. You sign up. You go to this thing. You do that all the time. And then eventually you have to, go to the school on a weekend. Because I did that. Particularly on Saturdays. And why on a Saturday? Why can't it just be on a Sunday? I get it. Some of us go to church. But we can all just, read the Bible there. Is that rude? I don't think it's rude. I do that. So anyway, You get up on this bus, you go all the way over there, you have to make sure you pack all your materials, and then you go to your things, and then you eat lunch, because trust me, it takes a few hours. And then you hop on the bus, go back home. Simple, right? Yes, so simple, so boring. But it's really fun. You can play tag, you can get snacks, you can have a Mario Kart battle. Trust me, I did that. I was second place. It was really sad. I tried my hardest, but I had to go and do my things. Because, oh yeah, that's right, you have to go do competition. The competition for all these things are very different. I'm talking about my 2 things I did. So when I play, it's like a 3-step process. Basically, what you do is you have to read the whole script, you have to memorize the whole script, you have to make sure you act out the whole script. That's right, you can't just be standing there all stiff and be like, the man, you have to move your body. Basically, the thing I don't do. I mean, literally, I sit on a chair in my room, staring, not even at the camera, actually. I'm just staring at my wall, like, straight over there. I'm not staring at the camera, I'm staring at my cell phone thing. But it looks like I'm staring at you. Plus, you can't tell from my glasses, So, anyway, basically, you gotta stand, dude sits in the chair, and then he looks at your script, he's like, okay, dude, whenever you're ready. And then you act out, and then he draws on his little paper, he says, you can leave, you have to wait a couple of minutes until this one paper comes, they tape it to the wall, and then you read it, and you see your name on the list, you got to go to the second thing. If you didn't make it on the list, well, then you feel disappointed because you tried that hard. Second thing, you do the same thing, but they criticize you a little bit harder. And then, boom, you wait a couple minutes, and then bam, the list. Now, I already told you I'm a bad speaker. So, of course, bad speaker, I forget a lot, which means I didn't do my best. I was always second next to the other person did it, Olive. Yep, Olive.
It wasn't Olive, but I pretend it sounds like it is.
But Olive was better. I mean, I get it, Olive's a girl, and she didn't have no speech impediment problem. She didn't have to go to a secret class every 6th period. Oh, I had to go to secret class every 6th period. Pfft. But no, Olive was good. I think I know Olive was great. I always came out like. Whatever. I was not that good at Olive. My good old teacher, she knew I did my best. Now, calculators was different. Basically, it's a one-time thing. You go in there, you have a calculator, pencils. Your teacher briefs you, if you're lucky. And then you just sit down, and you do math for 30 minutes. Now, of course, there's 2 ways to go. You do it fast, but you have to make sure you get all numbers right. I tried my best. I never made it past I never made it past page 6. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Page 6 was always not the easiest for me. I mean, I get it. Page 1, what's 1 plus 2? Page 5, can you divide all this? Page 3, it's literally asking you, what is x? What is x squared? Exclamation point. What is x squared? Exclamation point. Now I sound like a gosh darn computer. Like, yeah, well, you won't sound like confused at all. Yeah, sure. Let's go ask x squared exclamation point while I'm at it. Pretty sure he knows the answer. And then I'll be over here writing like, I don't know, 18. And then some person will be like, actually, is W. Do I look like a man who knows what W is? Anyway, UIL is crazy. I thought it was crazy. I didn't do it. I do it a lot of times. I'm still gonna do it, because it's fun. You meet new people. You talk to a lot of people. You find out secrets. I learned a lot about my friends at UIL. And they don't know who I am, so it's a really interesting process. I mean, for real, half the time you just sit in an auditorium and wait. It's fun. Eat pizza, play games, talk to your friends. I always look down at my phone and played Roblox. That's all I did. But, you know, time's a little short. Not time's a little short, I just don't want to do this for a really long time. Anyway, that's all. I want to make it short so I can have an easier time editing all of this, because I don't even know if I edit my videos a lot. And, I don't know, it would be a little nice if you liked the video, you know? Please. Maybe a little, you know, give me a little thumbs up. Or thumbs down. You know, I always wonder if thumbs downs were, you know, optional. Yeah, okay, goodbye!